Good morning. How are we all doing today? I hope everyone is well and having a great week. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate your support and I appreciate your time here at my channel. We are quickly approaching a solar eclipse in the sign of Taurus, which is going to occur this Saturday, April the 30th. So we'll have the sun, Uranus, and the moon in Taurus at the same time. With eclipses, we see sometimes some radical information and shifts coming through. Things that have been building but really get a bit of a flash onto them being highlighted. So with that occurring in Taurus, that is in regards to our homes, are the foundation with which we've built our life, where we find our stability, our security, our comfort in particular. It is with that happening in conjunction with Uranus, we could find some curveball type things coming to light around the time of the eclipse, or in the energy of the eclipse. As well, the eclipse is squaring Saturn, so that brings a bit of a karmic energy to it. So where you have been putting the work into creating this new cycle for yourself, learning the lessons of life experiences, this feels like a bit of a culmination of all those things. So if you have been doing that, you may find that this eclipse goes along more smoothly, although there may be some what will feel like radical shifts going on to assist in this transformation. And Venus and Jupiter in Pisces, sextile with Pluto is very supportive of that transformation occurring. So with that being said, let's see what Spirit can offer us as far as some guidance as we're approaching the energies of this eclipse. What will be most helpful for us to know as we move through this, and will be supportive for us if we happen to find ourselves in situations that feel unsettling, or go along with that kind of curveball, dramatic, unexpected energy of Uranus playing into this mixture in the sky. So let's see, we're going to start with the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck from Kyle Gray. Again, thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate your support on the channel. These are sticking. Okay, so these are not the ones that want to be used this morning. Give me just a moment. We're going to go back to, from the other day, we used the Starseed Oracle deck from Rebecca Campbell, and this one is being guided to use this deck instead. Maybe we'll go back to Mr. Gray's deck later on, but our initial message can be found in here, it seems. Okay. There we go. Okay, so we have deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. And then we have Earthed, learning how to be human in the world but not of it. And this definitely goes along with what I was just speaking on in regards to the solar eclipse. This deep cellular healing that's available to us through these transitions that we're in, transformations that we, and transcending that we are experiencing, that the energies have been building to and so supportive of, when we really allow ourselves to access the healing that is being made available to us. And this is not only the emotional healing, but also the physical healing that goes along with that. Our emotions are stored. Here's the card so you can see it. Again, we have this portal type energy of electing, choosing to walk through this process, through these arches. It feels like stages of healing from on the emotional and the physical level. Our emotions are very much stored in our body. I mean, we all know how much stress can impact us on a physical level, but past traumas, positive experiences, all emotions can be stored in our body, or are stored in our body, and if we don't take steps to allow them to move through the cellular body, then they become trapped and can cause blockages in our overall healing and growth. So addressing that is just as important as addressing the emotional healing on its own. So what I mean by that is by working through the emotional healing is going to help with releasing those trapped and stored emotions from the physical body. But it's in addition to that, we're being guided to have an awareness of how our physical body feels when we're experiencing different emotions. So this will help to allow us to identify when we're working on a deeper level on releasing these stored emotions and healing the physical spaces where they've resided, in our day-to-day, to be able to connect to if we're in a state of stress, or if we find ourselves triggered by something. Where are we, sorry for the noise, where are we feeling that in our physical body? Do you feel it as a pain in your head? Do you feel it as tightness in your chest? Do you feel it as a weight in the pit of your stomach? Do you feel it in a upper back pain, or mid back pain, or lower back pain? Do you notice that a knee hurts when you're at a point of moving forward or taking a big step in your life? So we're acknowledging and being aware of how our physical body and the things that we feel in our body physically can give us clues to our emotional state and where we may need healing in order to move forward on this path of deep cellular healing. Earthed, learning how to be human in the world but not of it. And yeah, that's can be a difficult balance, right? And it's this state of elevation or suspension. And I don't mean that in a stagnant form, but suspension to have this higher perception, to be able to remove oneself or detach oneself from some of the humanness of our experience in order to better understand it and to remain protected and solid in who we are and maintaining our integrity of action, of thought, of feeling, and of heart. So this is a very serene card to me, but I feel that the message is that we are being invited to experience fully the humanness of who we are, but at the same time being aware that what goes on around us does not define us. We are defined by that space that we create within ourselves, within our thoughts, our connection to spirit, within our physical body. All of this goes on around us. And yes, we reside in this world. We chose to be here to experience this, but it is within our control to maintain this elevated, suspended, peaceful state and be able to see how what goes on around us can influence us, and it can impact us physically and emotionally, but we also have the ability to detach from that so that the impact of it lessens and does not dilute the peace that we've worked so hard to create for ourselves. So in regards to the eclipse, definitely, as things may be popping up unexpectedly and a little bit of a pull the rug out from under you type energy, maintaining this bubble, maintaining the suspended state, and retreating to that when necessary in order to reground and recenter and rebalance ourselves and reconnect to the inner self, the higher self. And understanding as well that this is part of this deep cellular healing for ourselves. And also the remembrance that when we undergo this healing, it is a self-centered healing, but it also ripples out and radiates out to our environment and those around us. As we heal, we help to heal others by being healed. Okay, so there's that. So let's see. Let's go to the lights here and see what else we have here. Thank you, Spirit, for those messages. It does reference, the card does reference Arcturus, one of my favorite stars. So let's look at the book to see how Arcturus plays into this. The Arcturians are a galactic group of beings who have mastered deep cellular and emotional healing. They want you to know that it's possible to feel vibrant in your body and well in your skin, to have your cells return to effervescence and vitality, to find calmness and contentedness, to have a soothed nervous system and a tranquil heart. So look for Arcturus in the sky in the evenings. I believe at this time, if I remember correctly, in the evening, Arcturus is in the western sky. I could be wrong. So If anybody knows differently, please feel free to add that into the comments. But it is one of the brighter stars in the sky. And stepping outside, connecting to Arcturus visually, connect into the energy of the Arcturians, and do so with the intention of accessing that deep cellular healing available. Okay, guys, let's see what the tarot has for us, what Spirit has for us through the tarot. Let's get one more. Oh, okay, there we go. Oh, it looks like it's two more. Okay. Oh gosh, it was three more. All right, so we have, let's start from the beginning here. We have the Three of Wands. Let's see. I'm gonna move these down. You can't see them, can you? Sorry, let me rearrange here just for a moment. Make sure we have room for everyone. Here we go. Okay. Three of Wands. Nine of Pentacles. Eight of Wands. Six of Cups. The Empress, and the Two of Swords. Oops. There. Okay. Okay, so with this solar eclipse energy, we have represented here the stability of Taurus, the foundation work, the working on one's abundance, and really an independence and self-reliance and freedom within that, feeling totally self-reliant and confident in that, having worked with Spirit with it, but really worked diligently on creating an environment, a career, a family life that is supportive of you as an individual. The Nine of Pentacles often or can be read as a single person who has created their world and is reaping the bounty of the work that they've put into creating a world where they are independent, where they are self-reliant, where everything is within reach for them to access. The Three of Wands is, I guess, literally waiting for your ships to come in, but I feel that it's from a place of security. It's a place of knowing that it's only a matter of time before the work that has been put in really becomes manifested in the physical. I'm ready to ride that wave and just waiting for it to arrive, knowing that it will appear on the horizon at any moment. So she's not blocked by anything. She is stepping forward into what she wants to create, and being willing to go with the flow of how spirit brings these manifestations into her. So the combination of these two energies, I feel, is really critical in being able to ride the waves of whatever may come into being with the eclipse of this weekend. The Eight of Wands, very much I feel that's can be the fast energy of Uranus and those swift changes that we might see, whether it's through action, whether it's through motivation or inspiration to create unexpected change, or whether it's through communication from others, and that propelling us forward, lighting us up with possibility. But I think viewing these potential changes or unexpected events in that way is going to be important in allowing us to get to the Empress and create from it. Because I feel like these two energies are kind of, as they're flanking her, I feel like could potentially work against this birthing of this new world that is available to us at the conclusion of this karmic cycle. So the Six of Cups can be looking back with nostalgia. It can be people from your past coming back in. We do have Mercury retrograde. We just entered the shadow period of that. The retrograde itself begins on May the 10th. So certainly that brings along energies of review, renew, revisit, all the words. Renegotiate is coming to mind. But so I feel like staying in this Six of Cups energy of nostalgia and being focused on the past and what has happened in the past is going to leave us open for this Two of Swords feeling, where we are blinded by choices and yet the blindfold is self-imposed. I mean, that really isn't even tied. She just has to pull it off of her head. She's almost helping to hold the blindfold in place rather than removing it, and allowing herself to step forward into birthing this entire world that she holds all the pieces to. So, to kind of review here, as we talked about, allowing yourself to accept in the deep cellular healing that is available to us through all of these processes. Maintaining your integrity in your peace and your centeredness, and understanding that we are having a human experience and we are in the world but not of it. That the things that transpire outside of us, that we witness, that we experience, do not define who we are. And they don't even have to define your emotional state at the moment. To have a higher awareness of what your emotions are telling you about what you need to do to protect or quiet yourself, or take a moment of suspension before reacting. Pause. because we have some quick information, potentially quick changes coming through, that as we're waiting on the seeds that we have sowed that are right there, that we are continuing to work diligently on, to have this self-reliance, this independence, this readily abundant state. As these quick changes, energies, inspirations potentially, and communications come in, to not allow ourselves to go to this Two of Swords created by looking too much at the past, but continuing to look forward into what it is that we truly do want to create, what we've been creating in working towards this Nine of Pentacles, what we have been expecting, because we know that it's in the process of being manifested. We may not see it in our physical reality, but we're willing and ready, have been able to ride the waves, to go with the flow, to surrender to the timing of the wave as it comes in. And not being derailed by the information, the changes that lead us to looking too far in the past, but continuing on our path to the Empress, birthing our world. And I feel guided to also mention back to the healing, and how birthing this new world is not just birthing a new world for ourselves, but for each of us that does that for ourselves, that impacts the collective, that impacts everyone around us. That energy then spreads to the people that we come in contact with, whether it's on a daily basis or on just by chance, or who are brought to us. I shouldn't say by chance, because there really is no by chance, but those that we come in contact on a limited basis, and those who are around us regularly, by the environment around us, with how we interact with nature, how we interact with the physical world. As we create a new world for ourselves, we help to build a new world for all of us. So, although it does take a lot of energy and directed focus to do this for ourselves, knowing that as we heal ourselves, we're healing everyone around us, and we're helping to heal the planet. Okay, you guys, I hope that you found that message helpful for you as we enter into this eclipse energy. I'm wishing you guys all the best, and thank you again for being here. Please, if this message resonated with you, please be sure to leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear your thoughts on it. Also, be sure to like, share, and please be sure to subscribe to the channel. It certainly does help it move along, and it's seen by other people in the collective who may need to hear these messages. And again, thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you soon.